this Book Week Scotland to Westlinton Primary School, where the Primary 7 Ministers for Literature have designed a literary trail throughout the village to encourage people in the community to get outside and read on the go. The children of Westlinton Primary School all took part in a writing competition where they each selected a type of writing, whether it was a poem or a little play or a short story, and we've selected one of these pieces of writing from each of the classes to be involved in the literary trail. So we're going to go now and we're going to stop at each place around the village and let's explore what the Westlinton children have had to say. Let's go. On our literary trail is Westlinton Primary School itself. As you can see, this is our first entry, and it's also accompanied by a poem printed out from the Stay at Home collection, which was a project set out during lockdown of this year in May, where 40 writers came together from across Scotland to write for children during lockdown. So each one of the stops will have a piece by one of the authors in the Stay at Home collection, and it will also have one of the selected pieces from Westlinton Primary School. And the project that we set, the theme that we set for the children of Westlinton was to imagine where they would go, if they could go anywhere for the Read on the Go trail, where in the world would they go? Would they go up into space? Would they go down to the ocean? Would they go and visit their cousins and their grannies? Where would they imagine going? And they could write in any form they chose, and this one is absolutely brilliant. It's a poem and it's called Glasgow, and it's also an acrostic poem that spells out the word future, which is this year's Book Week Scotland theme.
Glasgow. Fish and chips taste salty, unbelievably bright blue lights. Trampolining amethyst trampoline. Underground we take the subway. Railway train brings sky gold. Every time I am excited to visit the Lego shop.
Well, it started to rain, but that doesn't stop us. Let's keep going on our trail. Piece by Tom Walsh in Primary 5, who would go to the world, and it's a gorgeous description of all the things that he would like to see.
The world. After lockdown, I want to visit the edges of the world, the peak of adventure and the end of reality. I want to go where the dolphins sing their beautiful melody and where the lions chorus their mighty roar. I would walk with the strangest of creatures and stride over the fascinating world. Over moss, over rock, and the greenest, most luscious grass. But I will not stop. No, I will not. I will keep on going to the very end.
And here, round this corner, are two pieces from the Stay at Home collection. Absolutely fantastic. Right, let's carry on. So we've found one of the owls that mark out the trail, these beautiful wooden arrows that have been designed by local artists Richard Connor and Deborah McAfee. And it points this way, so let's go and see. Yes, we've found it! Here's the reading, the writing by Lindsay Littleton, and then another poem from a Westlinton primary schooler.
The hot breeze on my skin fresh, coming the burning sun, in the lovely voices of the people cheering, you are not alone.
the Owl. Here's a poem by Dean Atta, and Bronte of Police 7 has written a lovely poem for this collection.
From the Swedish. Future is scary. UFOs could take us there. Talking like this is hard. Owls fly by at night, rake the leaves in autumn. Squirrels love the acorns here. From the Irish. Deer eat berries off the bushes. Floors of the cathedrals have a nice design. Fetch the whiskey, please. Waters are freezing over here. Raccoons are not here often. Fear of having an itchy nose controls us.
Primary 3-4. It's another fabulous poem about the future, and the poem accompanying it from Stay at Home is by Alan McClure. Fantastic!
Finally, I can have sleepovers under the sea with fish. Terrific times with friends, unbelievable. Running around with no social distancing, enormous groups of people again.
I would visit my cousins. I would go in the car with my family. We will play with pretend fairies. There are baby and mummy fairies. I love the cot for the baby fairy.
Horseland. Quickly, I bounced on my bed, closed my eyes and thought. I thought about my dream paradise, just like Granny said. I imagined a beautiful stretch of forest full of wildlife, foxes, squirrels, deer, and the most beautiful birds known to man. The leaves on the trees were blooming like the red roses gleaming on the bushes. I could see fields upon fields of horses, from miniature to drafts, munching on the lush green grass. Some were sleeping or rolling, others were playing and running about. Close behind the fields were tall hills and mountains. High on top were golden shiny gates with horse statues on the pillars. Behind the gates were beautiful fancy white and grand mansions. Bushes and flowers surrounded the house, which made it look all bright and colourful. Men and women trotted up the path on their beautiful fancy horses. Dogs followed behind, playing and having fun, rolling around and chasing the horses. It was the best place ever. I opened my eyes and sat up. What if the place was real?
another owl sign. This is an absolutely gorgeous piece about going to Korea, and it's accompanied by a story called On the Roof by Joan Lennon. This is from primary 2. Fantastic.
Oh, the places I would go. Oh, the place I would go is Korea. It looks like joy, it sounds like happiness, it feels like magic, it tastes like sushi, it smells sweet.
Well, the blue sky has come out, and what a perfect way to end the trail. The last piece is at the Old Village Bookshop, and it's an amazing piece by P67 pupil, and it's all about going to India.
Dear Diary, oh, I desperately need to go somewhere, or the places I could go, but I would love to go to India. The delicious food and the soft sand of the beach, beautiful sunsets over the horizon. Plus, I would go in a first-class aeroplane with a massive chair that converts into a bed, warm fluffy blankets, soft feathered pillows, and a nice steaming hot chocolate. I would fly across the oceans and land in the hot sunny weather of India. When I am there, I will be burnt toast, but the cooling rain of the monsoon season will save me. Dancing and running in big deep puddles of mud and visiting the great and only Taj Mahal.
I really hope you've had a fantastic time getting to know our village, and I'm sorry you can't come in person if you're not from our community because of the restrictions, but hopefully this has given you a flavour, and wherever you are, I hope that you're able to get out and read on the go. Happy Book Week. Bye!